So this week's task was time. Again, a nice ambiguous one for you there to think about and interpret. Could have meant anything, and probably hopefully does mean totally different things to different people. And you'll get a sense of that, I think, through this. Interestingly, some of this, again, being subjective, is about the viewer's take on what that theme is about. So it could have been that some of these were at a particular time in the day or capturing a moment. So it's still, again, under that kind of umbrella of time. And with every week, it's open to interpretation. So it's great, and that's the idea, is that it just encourages you to think and capture what you feel best is suited to that theme or that task. So let's jump in. Few of these very nicely I've included. We met up for the first time last Friday, so it was great to see people. And something that, for those that haven't joined us yet, we'll do is we're going to be documenting the town and what it looks like and feels like now, kind of being in and around the town centre, and that sense of we're getting back to how things were, but things aren't going to be the same, and they're not, and they don't look and they don't feel the same. So how can we capture that? But in terms of this theme, time, Kath's come up with No Time to Wait for a Bus, and I think that really works nicely on this. The irony being that there is all that time, and no one is waiting there, but there is the time to wait for that. And the buses are running, etc. And always works great, doesn't it, to just add another meaning to an image when there's no one in there, but what we're referring to is that idea of, well, you wait at a bus stop, time, waiting. So it works really well in that sense. I love this kind of just coming over as well. I think without that, it's a great shot, but I don't know, there's just something about this. It's not necessarily kind of shooting through, but I think the green and the summer, and we get the idea that it is sun as well, so it may be summertime, and there's no one there, so I think that's interesting as well. So you're not only capturing the time waiting and time at bus stop, but that time of year as well, and does that kind of invoke another sense of meaning behind that? So great shot, good shot. And then again, there was some really good ones that were uploaded from last week. Wanted to put this one in, Steph. Party time. So you got cocktail time. So again, it's another great take on time. And we attribute kind of events and moments, don't we, to time. So time for fun, or we had a great time then. So I think that's really clever. And if this is your outdoor bar, hit me up, man. Give us an invite. That looks great. So yeah, just a great shot and shows that you're having fun. So as I said before, so it's that you could reflect back and say that was a fun time at cocktail time. So yeah, good shot. This again, we're all familiar with that as time goes by. We know this in the town centre. Always find this such a lonely image whenever we've been in the town before and taken them. I think as well, probably quite pertinent and poignant, is that it's been there for a long time, if that makes sense. So we look to it for telling the time, but it's also been there for such a long time and has seen a lot. But I find that kind of quite haunting, and the effect that you've put on this as well, Steph, for me really alludes to that. So I think it's a really good shot, and you've thought then as well about what effect can you put on. John Allen, good to see you back with some photos, John, and your lovely style of monochrome and I really like this. And again, I'd kind of come back to this a few times looking, because I'd not really thought too much about your composition, and I'm sure it is, but I'm reading into this. We've got this person here sat reading, and again, I always feel that as it's an important time to take time to read and take time out, and it takes time to read, doesn't it? So I like that, if that's, and I'm drawing that, but if that's an inferred meaning, then that's great. Not only on top of that is this lovely, well lit, as I say, monochrome shot, and they love the detail in this clock face here. So it's very nice, and laying out and taking a photo of a wristwatch, when we associate a wristwatch being on and being with us, again, is kind of quite lonely. So that's a great shot. Steph, this was taken last week. And lovely that someone's kind of commenting, and again, someone really interested in street photography, and it was a great shot, and it's lovely to be out taking this. And yes, we're synonymous in this country for queuing, but there's something, and haunting is going to be my word of the day, peeps, but there is something quite haunting about this. Again, this time, waiting is about time, isn't it? It's a lovely shot, queuing for the bank. There's a little bit of blur, or it was slightly raining, so if you've caught some drops, that actually adds to it really nicely in monochrome. But this, out of all of it, and this is the beauty of street photography, sometimes is just capturing that moment. And again, street photography, time, got to be quick. You're capturing something in a moment. Is this lady looking back? Just a great, great shot. It really is. And again, lots of kind of layered meaning in there when we're thinking of time. So, really good shot, Steph. Paul, I like this as well. Again, out and about, a good bit of street photography. As Steph's was really, this is about waiting, isn't it? So that was Steph's title. Lovely shot. Dark. I like how you've left a lot of space for us to kind of see in, and we're seeing the bridge turning. I love the light here as well, the stop. Really matches the rider's jacket, doesn't it? Those are the two colours that really draw you into this image as well on such an overcast day. So good shot, Paul. Really like that. Great composition actually as well. Frozen in Time. Vanessa, it was lovely to see you over the road last Friday. Hopefully you get to one of the sessions as well. And I'm glad that, and you did some of these early on, which was great. Some of these trails, they're tricky to do. You've cracked it again with this beautiful shot. Again, it's that capturing a moment in time, isn't it? And the sky is absolutely stunning. Really is getting into dusk. And what I love is you've got two lights on, so we're just getting there, aren't we? I think that's really clever, just to capture it at that moment. And as I say, it's tricky to do. So yeah, great shot. Love that someone did that. And this as well, similar. We see this. We've noticed that before in the last image, so around about that area. It's late, time to go home. It is. I love that. Again, we make that connection with, it's getting late. It's starting to get dark. Let's get home. That's what it means, doesn't it? But it's again a beautiful shot with this sky and the detail. This time of day, that golden hour, as they say, just in the morning and just at night, the richness that comes out in the light that you can capture is just fantastic. So really good shot. Love that you're out as well doing that at that time. And another theme with that as well, Nancy's. Oh man, the longing to be away, but this is such a beautiful shot. And again, wait the time to watch a sunset. It's such a... Well, I love that time of day, and we don't get to see it here, especially setting like this. And whenever I'm away, I always am looking for this. Not to photograph, just to be there, because for me, well, it goes very deep into kind of end of days, but very much a sense of a time of reflection for me when I kind of in the presence of such a beautiful sunset. At the end of a day as well. What a day, the time. I love the length of the kind of the beam on here. Such a beautiful shot. Sometimes I maybe talk too much over these, so sleepy time, again an important time, isn't it? It's a lovely little shot, this. Very cute young man, having a nap time, sleep time as you say. So yeah, very lovely and kind of dreamlike as well. Not massively in focus, but that actually adds to the feeling of kind of sleep. So really nicely done. That's it. Thank you for that. It's really, really good. I think we could even spend a couple of weeks doing something like this, because I just love setting these tasks that really challenge you to just think and put your own take on them. So good job. Look forward to seeing what you come up with this week. It's another kind of similar thing. Until then, take care there. Bye.